This is the Brothers Talking Shit podcast, episode 122. If you don't know after 122 episodes who I am, allow me to reintroduce myself. It's the Flush Man. I'm still a fat boy. I'm still calling him Broadish, and I'm still your Huckleberry. Y'all at me.
And I'm Rel, aka Iceberg Shorty, aka the King of Controversial Comments. I said what I said. I'm at where I'm at, and I'm a year older than I was last week. Holla.
Yeah.
Yo, can y'all hear me? Can
Yeah.
y'all hear me out there? Yo, welcome to Brothers Talking Shit podcast. It's Big Belly Rude Boys 2 times. It's your boy Jay, and I had a great weekend with my fellas.
Hey, it's your boy JB. I'm here before 9, and I'm gonna pass it to the one and only.
Your guy Cool Mike, aka Dr. Mike, aka the People's Podiatrist, also known as your favorite foot doctor. And we are collective. We coming to you because we some earth shakers.
Yes,
We
sir.
some 40 acre takers.
Indeed.
We some generational curse breakers. We are the prophetic podcast because we be knowing we just some brothers talking shh.
And after this weekend, with your cool. Hey.
Here.
All right. Yeah, y'all gonna have to excuse my voice if I sound a little crazy. It's been one of them kind of weekends. Let me give y'all a little let me get y'all up to speed. As we left episode 121 and entered episode 121, we were wishing our brother, our family member, our guy, Rel, a happy birthday because his birthday was coming up on the 8th. What Rel didn't know was on the 12th, there was a party that was a surprise party for him. So if you don't know about this podcast, we've never all been in the same room, all six of us. I've never met Jay until Saturday. I think Jordan and Cool never met Jay until Saturday. Am I right? Am I right?
Possibly. Jay,
Yeah,
yeah, that might be accurate. I don't.
Yeah.
Nobody was here when you came up.
Cool didn't physically meet Juice until Saturday, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
there was
you ain't been around Juice in
yeah. Oh my goodness, 15 years.
15 years? Yeah, like it's been a minute.
So
Oh, that was all. Y'all was all in Norfolk. That was it.
Yeah,
Like in VA. Oh, that's crazy.
yeah.
hold on real quick. My bad, y'all. Daddy duties.
All good.
So let's start with Rel. Rel, how did it all come for you? How did it, you being a guy in the hour, how was it for you?
It bro, I'm telling you, and I think I shared this sentiment with everybody, man. I had an amazing year. And I really didn't want anything, man. My family put on something very amazing for me. It was insane. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D-Lo for putting that whole thing together, or at least starting the process, and everybody kind of getting involved. The cake was amazing. The gift bags was amazing. The decor. I'm a fuck picture buddy up because I still ain't got no text messages yet. We on it. We on it. You gotta figure out who. Yeah, JB, was that you?
Yeah. That's my guy. I got him.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't nobody get their pictures.
Nobody.
No, at all.
Yeah.
I hit him tonight.
Hit man's up.
I hit him tonight.
Yeah, so my daughter set me up, right? You know what I'm saying, and came out, and let's go, and the door swung open, and there was lights in my face, and so I really was tearing up, but I couldn't tear up. Just so much love, man. Everybody, for the most part, that I love was in one room, and it was great, man. And like I said, I was really shocked and surprised, and my folks from Kentucky was there, and that was a good feeling. Like we're super close, right? And just to have her there was great. And Kutch came up, and like it was a lot, man. It was a lot. So emotionally overwhelmed was the beginning of it all. Everybody who wasn't able to make it, I understand why. We are still in the dead heat of a pandemic, man. But after the 2020 I've had, and I mean truly blessed. I haven't, it's been the furthest thing from a struggle for me in mind. So that's where I'm at with it, man. So I'm highly appreciative and thankful.
Anybody else got takes from Saturday?
I mean, specifically, I just want to, once again, man, it was like as family. I know most of we already went over this Saturday, and people who don't know, Roman gone out of Maryland since he left for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those big birthdays, like the 21, 25, 30, blah 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 blah. As a family, we didn't have the opportunity to celebrate any of those milestones with him. And it was cool just to, take advantage of that opportunity that we were afforded and enjoy ourselves and celebrating, celebrating my man being home, but him celebrating his birthday was pretty cool. On a lighter note, from the people who were there, who may be listening, the legend of Cool Mike still lives. It will never go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
And if we gonna be honest, it starts with Big Cool Mike, his father, because what I realized when I was watching my man get down over, and I was like, dog, his daddy do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, truth be told, still, he's 70 years old. He can still get out there and hold his own on the dance floor and cool flying the flag still, man. Like, the legend of Cool Mike, I'm telling y'all, it ain't. Whenever we decide to do this movie, bro, y'all gonna be like, wait, what? This the same Cool? It's a whole movie, and dog. I swear to God, from the top to the bottom. It's a whole movie about Cool Mike, bro. For real. But other than that, man, I was just happy, bro. Like, seriously, like, family means a lot to me, man. Like, it means everything to me. And as we get older as family, and it was good to meet y'all brothers, Juice and Jay, like, and embrace in that way, like brotherhood, isn't something that's always displayed. It's socially, to where people can get an understanding of what being a black man is like, and seeing black brotherhood, and it don't got nothing to do with violence and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, all positivity. I was just happy, bro. Like, that shit made my day.
Man, we had a real blast. I mean, it's Terrell. I mean, just it's been a long time, man, since we've been around each other like this, and we've never been around each other like this as adults, and so that's the thing, right? And so just being able to celebrate your peoples, you know what I mean? What I never understand is I've always just been me. I've always felt like I've been me. And so sometimes as you grow, I've wondered throughout the years how I've treated people or how I came across. So I never really knew how I came across to you. Right? I mean, I just didn't. I never knew. I never knew what I meant to you. I just didn't know. And so more recently, over the past couple years, it's been very apparent that whatever time and memories and everything that we all have collectively really meant are something, man. And so to create new ones, new memories with newer generations and just be all love. You couldn't have told us, man, like collectively we never met as a collective. I don't think people would guess that listening to this podcast. People could be listening to, this for years now and not gather that we hadn't met unless it comes out every now and then. And so like, just even that, man, like all the flourishing that's happened amongst the group since the podcast, there ain't no coincidence, man. Like, so, thank you for being the catalyst, Iceberg, you know what I mean? The linchpin, right? The bringer together. That's a big deal, man. And that's some generational curse breaking for your ass. So, man, thank you for everything.
Man, thank you.
I just, I expressed to him the other day, man, I just feel blessed, to be in the presence of my brother, Rel, just from where we started at in Kentucky. Just off of a simple conversation off of Ravens, off Purple, right? And go from there, from where we at. And, I haven't really seen him, 6 years, something like that, 6-7 years. But the love has always been there between me and him, no matter what or wherever we're at. Same goes with the family. But just like Cool said, walk into a room with, 5 other brothers that you never met, or 4, I should say. And the love is there, from JB sliding across the floor to Neef, you just, making fun of me, whatever, for being the young boy of the group. And just, that big brother feel, so it's funny that, just, I'm the young one, but, just coming around y'all makes me feel just blessed and lucky, honestly, because as I look, as I was sitting at the airport and I'm thinking back on, my life and decisions I made and where I came from on East Baltimore, right? Like a lot of the people that I grew up with ain't here. A lot of people that haven't had the opportunities that I had. So, I love y'all brothers, like from the bottom. And once again, letting me be a part of this podcast, which kind of just like slid in here, So, yeah, it's like it's like that movie. It's like Next Day Air, right? Like whose dude is sleeping out on the couch, man? You say he can stay here. So like that one day, that one day that Rel and Neef was like, oh yeah, I thought you told him. No, I thought you, but it's been nothing but love in here. I hope it, I pray it continues and everything. So appreciate it.
Yo, for me, I'm sorry. First, Jay, yeah, bro, like that, and that's where it come from. All the me getting on you, giving you a hard time 24/7. It's all love. Rel said in the group chat, when we're ready to talk about it, let's talk. We'll talk about how Hanif hasn't found the camera that he doesn't like.
George said that.
Oh, George said that. I thought you said that.
Nah.
Oh, Jay, you said that.
Nigga, I'm just me. I swear to God, you in every picture I seen.
Yo, first, right?
Like every picture Daniel uploaded to the thing, if you're not in it, you can see like a piece of your mock neck. Yeah, like you just a little.
They said you was sticking your fingers in pictures like.
Listen, right? Real talk. Being a young, like, here go a little serious for 1 second. Man, I don't got a lot of pictures of me as a kid, so I'm always been into taking pictures like these moments. It's about just being able to go, you somewhere, you in your space, and you just look back on it. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them nights that, and then you see what I had on. God damn, boy, I was
like, tell him Flesh, man.
I don't always like getting dressed up, but when I get dressed up,
Gotti.
I love that feeling. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Man, it
was definitely had the doctor outfit on this shit.
Listen, man, I wish Juice was here. It was definitely a good time, man. Definitely, great time. Benjamin's like, when the Benjamins came on and niggas just start rapping their parts.
Benjamin's Dreams and Nightmares.
Oh, yo, Dreams and Nightmares was crazy, man.
Baltimore's own Bankrolls. Yes.
Yo, it
Made
was
me start dancing.
a great time, man. Definitely, like, I'm ready to do it again. Like, I'm ready to have a reason to,
Oh no, we finna run it back.
We
finna
got
run it back
say less.
6
We got
months.
6
We
months.
finna run it back.
say less. I ain't gonna hold you. The icing on the cake for me was just seeing my wife have such a good time, man. Like, she had a ball, and it was just a joy for me to just see her. Like, I've seen, don't get me wrong, like, I've seen her have a good time before, but it was just like, I don't know, that was just the icing on the cake for me to see how much fun she was having with everybody. You get what I'm saying? It was like she was off doing her. Like, you know, it was just like, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's just, you know, you look around the room and just see, like, and I got to be crazy for you, bro, because I know I've had cookouts and seen like different parts of my life interact that don't know each other, and it's just a beautiful thing to see, because when you put them people in that space, they there for a reason. So the thoroughness is going real, recognize real, is going to work. You get what I'm saying? But it's a beautiful thing just to see those different parts of your life just be able to interact. And it's not like you got to babysit it. You get what I'm saying? Is everybody comfortable in their own skin? It ain't a fight for the attention, or, you know, it'll be a bunch of goofy stuff people be going through that don't make no sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that kind of energy. It's just everybody having a good time. We all enjoying ourselves. We all, you know, it's beautiful, man. Mom was there. Mom said some words. A couple words that was said was just beautiful, man. So, you know, I really enjoyed myself, and yeah, next year we back at it.
Yo, I know a lot of mom always had me, you know, she about 3 more words, boy, she could have had a tear come down. I was close to it. So,
and then you see what's crazy is you see the thoroughness and Tyree, though. I mean, when you see Tyree, like, I see, you got to watch how Tyree move. You get what I'm saying? Because Tyree moving away, like, Tyree see you come in the room. A lot of kids don't get up and acknowledge how Tyree get up and acknowledge. You get what I'm saying? Tyree see my wife and be like, hey, auntie, whatever he doing, I don't know where he came from when I was about to leave, because I swore he was asleep. But I'm like, all right, tell Tyree. And Tyree came up them steps like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It's just a thoroughness.
He been like that since he was little, bro. Like,
Always been like that.
Like, something about family, it resonates with him, and he been like that since he was little, bro. Like, Morrell was in the Navy, and he was staying here for like a couple months, almost a year. Man, everything was like, hey, big cousin Jordan, we're gonna go hang out with such and such and Orion, and like, yo, everything with him is like family and love, and like, he always been like that. And it's funny you said it, because I never even was able to articulate it in regards to, because I never, you know, you take, not necessarily take it for granted, but it's like second nature just to see him in that way. But as he's growing into becoming a young man and having that presence of mind to acknowledge adults in the room and you know, have that presence of himself to be like, hey, cousin Joe, how you doing? Shake, you know, he'll come up and greet you, shake your hand,
right,
give you a hug before you bring it to him. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty cool to see you on the, like, not on the outside, but see you notice that and acknowledge it. Because I've always seen him as that. You know what I'm saying? Since he was a little kid.
When I had COVID, he was hitting me up. Oh, you good? I'm just calling. And you know, he sent me the initial, and then he hit me after that. Like, oh, you good? He'll just text me like, yo, what's up? Would you just checking in on you, making sure you cool? And that's the way I am with like my OGs. But when I was that age, I probably wasn't. Even though I knew to show the love, the reach out that he do.
Yeah, it's different.
It ain't too many young boys who know about that.
Yeah, I didn't even, like, you kind of opening my eyes, because he'll go, like, if Carter with me and we go watching the game or something, he'll go take Carter, take him outside, go play ball with him. You know what I'm saying?
Just naturally.
While we might be playing the game, like, Carter, come upstairs with me. He's 15, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? My son's 8.
Right,
you know,
he ain't got to be that way, right?
Yeah, he's like, yo, come on, come play the game with me, Carter. You know what I'm saying? While we down there being men, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got this way about him, man. And that's a fruit that's bearing from my dog. You know what I'm saying? That's coming from you, right? You know what I mean? So, like, that's a gift that's shining outside of that. That's ultimately, like Cool said, like, that generational curse breaker, and that excuse me, that passing the torch and extending yourself and extending your love, and then it goes from there. We are the fruits of that as well, because our closeness and us being so having this desire to like keep family going comes from the people before us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we all it went from us like us staying over on Darlene house, over Cool House, you know, all jumped up 10 deep in the room, stinky feet playing, you know what I mean, playing Tecmo Bowl, you know what I mean? Then we grown men. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For basically almost doing the same thing. When we fellowship and watching football, that's just like back playing
Right.
Madden.
Just like that.
In the apartment.
Just like that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy how it evolves to that, but it kind of stays as the same thing.
Doing that shit in HD now.
right.
Listen, when I was coming to town, I hit my sister. I'm like, yo, y'all got room over there? She like, yeah, the kids come about their room. I'm like, all right, but I hit nephew. I'm like, nephew, yo, you think your uncle can have your room for a night? He said, as long as you need. I said, say less. It's just that right there, man. It's just this little shit with me. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the littlest things in the world that mean the most. And that shit right there, just the way my nephew is just is built. You get what I'm saying? It's a thoroughness that's gonna be, and we ain't got to worry about that one. But we can move on. We can getting our podcast back. But that was very necessary, I feel like. All right, man. Is there any topics y'all want to address off the top of y'all head that y'all feel like, you know, we really need to get to?
I don't know if you already got it on your agenda, but I feel like the news media ain't covering that kid Keontae Johnson enough, man.
Oh yeah, going to that.
That's a scary thing that happened that I saw.
Go into it though.
So first off, University of basketball player Keontae Johnson, he has potential as it stands to be a first round draft pick. Playing the game Saturday. I'm actually watching the game, like, you know, like not even watching attentively.
It's just on.
Yeah, it's just on because it's college basketball. Like college basketball, kind of crazy this year, anyway.
Right.
So he, you know, I'm watching. He goes up, catches alley-oop, boom, trots back down the court. The camera cuts away, and you see all this panic or whatever. They come back to him. I mean, they never actually show him collapse or show him on the floor, but I could see the reaction of his teammates that whatever occurred was serious, because it wasn't like like it didn't, you know, from the way they were reacting, it wasn't like he was stammering or anything. Like it was just like he dropped like a load of bricks. And come to find out, and of course, you know, I'm not making any declarative statements in regards to his health, other than, you know, currently he's in a medically induced coma. And he collapsed Saturday, but he himself and a couple of his teammates tested positive for COVID early year before the season started. And it's one of those situations where, and I think Bomani Jones touched on this earlier today, actually, recently. Well, no, prior, it was a while ago. He said, does any of these institutions have a plan if a kid dies, if someone dies? Because they wanted to have the sport. Like they wanted to have the sports, but there was no plan contingent on if anything like this happened. Now, God forbid something, this brother's, his health is going to improve, hopefully. But to see something like that, it's just upsetting, because it's like, you see the NFL didn't take the precautions. Go ahead, Neve.
All right. So, all right, from what I'm gathering, well, from what we're taking, basically it's the whole thing where though they probably shouldn't have played. Is that what we all
was it COVID? I wasn't even tracking. Like
it wasn't clear if it was.
I saw something that said COVID fatigue, like a headline, and it showed D.L. Hughley. Remember D.L. Hughley passed out earlier this year on the stool, and I didn't read.
Was
the
that
article.
this year?
It had to be. He had COVID, and it was around. You know,
was it COVID? God damn, this year been long.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
And so I don't know. It said something about COVID fatigue or COVID something, and it referenced that, and it referenced ball players. So I don't know if it's a thing yet or it's coming up. I'm not sure.
I can recall Bomani talking about it was a running back, I want to say in Jacksonville. When they released,
He's been hospitalized. That brother you talking about, he's been hospitalized 6 times. Like he couldn't even finish the season.
Right. So when they let go of
the NFL swept that whole shit under the rug.
but he never played in nothing though.
Who?
He played when the season started.
After he had COVID?
No, he didn't play after. He been in the hospital 6 times. He's
Right,
been
so
hospitalized 6 times during the season.
When the Jaguars let Fournette, what's his name? Fournette, the big running back.
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah,
Leonard
when
Fournette.
they let him go, it was basically set up. So not the young boy they got playing right now, the guy we talking about was supposed to be like their guy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let him go because we got this young cat we're gonna run with. He got COVID, and it's like he's keep having problems with it. So what Bramani was saying,
You talking about Raquel Armstrong?
okay, appreciate that. Raquel Armstrong. So he hasn't been back and he's been in and out the hospital, like JB said. But see, what Bomani was saying too was that basically, like, who's to say that it was another story he was talking about. I feel like that it was a lady who was, and I might have put this up before. She had COVID. She did the 2 weeks. Then she tried to come back to work, and it was like for her, she was like, "It's something wrong with me, like my memory and stuff like that. Like I'm not able to really function at work." And even when y'all was saying like, and joking, JB was saying like, "Oh, Neef had that vid or whatever, like he had the whatever," and like I was messing up on stuff. Like I feel like it's something where as though even though you do the 14 days and physically you might seem like you okay, it's some things that can stay with you. My man Trell, he had COVID, and he had after his 2 weeks, he still couldn't smell or taste for days after that. You know what I'm saying? It took him a while. He even came back to work and couldn't smell or taste.
2 weeks is not like a guideline for
making it seem
like
that, though.
no,
they make it seem like you're not contagious after 2. That's all they care about.
Yeah,
after the norm.
That's it. They want to make sure you're not really active, right? Like you don't have it in your body. So your symptoms may last from 1 to 6 months or maybe longer. From what they go on, just depending on the person, their body, the health, what they're doing, the stress level, all these things determine like how your body is going to react to this virus. So, if you're not a person that's in shape and you're smoking cigarettes or Black and Milds or you're doing all this stuff every day, this stuff that's going to be bad for you. You're more susceptible to keep this thing longer. If you have like what's that, COPD, you know what I mean? So if you're out there making risk and you aren't taking, the steps
Proper
that you need to take to because even so, like even with like this weekend, right? As we were in the kitchen, what do? We took a precaution even right there. So in the middle of drinking, D-Lo comes out with vitamin C. Boom, take them. Right. So we dropped.
I don't even remember that, yo.
So you know what I'm saying? We dropped the pills right there in the kitchen. Like, we taking every precaution that it is. You know what I'm saying? So one of my great friends back home, that I grew up with in high school, he smokes blacks, and I'm like, yo, you got to quit it, like right now. He has some of the symptoms. I'm like, man, you gotta. He's like, oh, I've been using hand sanitizer. I've been using hand sanitizer.
It could be the fucking blacks.
That's
we talking about
the blacks.
We're talking about athletes and some of the best. And I get what you saying.
Yeah, that was.
We're talking about really people who probably not doing those kind of things. Like them people you talking about.
This kid just caught an alley-oop with 2 hands. But a few plays before, as it stands right now, like I said, I can't speak.
He's out the coma. He's out the coma. He's breathing on his own.
Stable condition, yeah.
But my point is, right? So some of these guidelines, you have to use common sense, all right, with these guidelines, right? So if they're sitting here telling you to use hand sanitizer every 3 hours, you should be washing your hands every hour and a half, hour, or any chance that you get, right? Because hand sanitizer is going to wipe away after you use it the second time. Use it in multiple uses, it's going to destroy that callus, that natural callus that you have in your hand, and make you susceptible for more viruses, whether it's chicken pox, smallpox, or corona. You know, I'm just throwing some stuff out there. So if you don't like, they're preaching to these guys, and probably at practice, you touch something, you go to hand sanitizer, right? So they need to have maybe a wash station that you can, you know, you can wash your hands. Like some of these guys maybe going straight to class and not showering, right? So they need to make sure some of these protocols are in a. I'm just throwing. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just throwing some of these protocols out there.
Let me ask y'all
I think ultimately they just don't know, and I think that's where
they just throwing shit out there.
No one knows.
Yeah,
it's
like I
something
think
this ain't been here before.
Yeah, like I think this virus is so like vast that they just don't.
JB. All right, well, look, let me ask y'all this. The hand sanitizer thing, I've used it before, don't get me wrong. But I don't really get the point of it. Like, okay, so your hands is dirty, right? You put hand sanitizer on. You're supposed to be able to eat, but the dirt don't really go. Like, if you don't wipe your hands on something, I don't get that whole thing with that.
So, like, they say it kills because the alcohol in it. It's supposed to kill 99.9% of the germs, or 5, or whatever the percentage is, right? But if you use that hand sanitizer once, then it may kill some of those germs, right? Let's go with their number of 99% of the germs, right? But right after you eat and you put the second coating on,
I'm not doing hand sanitizer twice in a row. I gotta go wash my hands.
It just wipes away. Some people, they live by it. You can see, no offense. So you'll see a lot of these women out here with a little thing attached to their purse, or you know what I'm saying. You see some of these guys with the fanny packs on, and they have a little hand sanitizer. I'm not doing it. I would rather walk, like you said, and go to the bathroom and wash my hand, or walk over to the sink, or as we say it in Baltimore, the zinc, and wash my hands, because I'm not taking these risks out there. We had I don't know if you was down there, Rel, but we had to do a lot of explaining to Neef over there of words in Baltimore and what they mean.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you, I don't remember that either. Like, I do not remember, bro.
You don't remember the whole Drew Hill? We tried to tell you.
Yeah, I remember that. It all comes back to me. So now aren't they saying that rest in peace to Tiny Lister, aka Debo? But I'm hearing that he passed away from, he had COVID before, and maybe I misread this. I did this a couple of days ago. I haven't double checked it, but that he got it again or something. Was it something similar to that, or am I wrong?
No, they just was referencing that he had COVID, and I mean they haven't done an autopsy, so they don't know what he passed away from. They found a 62-year-old male unresponsive in his apartment, right? And then it's easy to attach it to COVID, right? You know what I'm saying? But 62 is 62 in all reality. They didn't say cardiac arrest or anything. And I mean, it could be an underlying factor, but just to put that on that is not fair without it knowing. Like, even the Keontae shit, like we're just speculating. I still have yet to see somebody say COVID. And when we were talking about it, was that me and you cool? We were talking about it yesterday. And I was like, I've been around when Reggie Lewis, passed out, didn't make it off the floor, right? I've seen the 30 for 30 with Hank Gathers, and they got a movie that a lot of people in our age demographic like, right? 6 Man was a great movie, right? Kadeem Hardison went up for a dunk and didn't make it after that, right?
Right.
So that's not something that you never heard of or that's new, right? Especially like I said, Reggie was from here, so it hit different, right? We talking about pre-internet, you know what I mean? So it all hit different, man, and prayers for him and his family, man, and I hope he does well, man. I hope he can turn that around and make a NBA career out of it if that's his ultimate goal. But that shit just scary, and more will come, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it could just be an issue, right? Could be Eddie Curry. You know what I mean?
What happened to Eddie Curry?
Heart problem. Yeah. Yeah, I think he had a large heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pound to make you Eddie Carey with a heart problem, Joe Buddenbar.
All right, but let's go back to Tiny real quick, man. Like Tiny Lister, rest in peace. We all know him from Debo, but I remember being a kid and him being in what was the Hulk Hogan movie?
No Holds Barred.
Yeah, and that was like the first. I don't know why.
First of all, his name is Tommy. His nickname was Tiny, but they replaced his first name with his nickname and added his movie name because when we were growing up, he was Tiny Zeus Lester.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It did.
I think he legally changed it. I think he legally changed
to Tiny.
If I'm not mistaken.
No, he was always Tommy, and his nickname was Tiny. That was just us having colloquialisms for his name.
Yo, do you remember?
It ain't changed.
Do y'all remember when he showed up on WWF though back in the day? Like, oh shit, he really, huh? Yeah, that was like a big thing. When
I'm that old. Like, I'm that old to remember that, like in real life.
Right, Lola.
Hey, Lola took juice spot.
Right. She's like, yeah, Tiny.
Yeah, but rest in peace to him, man. Like,
yeah, man.
He's played a part in our lives growing up, man. Like he, here and there, whether that role on Friday, his role on,
I mean, Debo is like saying, lexicon. Yeah, it's
definitely
right.
a colloquialism. Yeah.
Right. Hip hop, right. Forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace to Debo, though, man.
Right, definitely. Now,
let's pop this year too, or no? Was this year?
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish Juice was here. Let's get into this. Why are they targeting young rappers? Somebody brought that to the
Yeah, I did.
All right. So go ahead and start with that, Jay.
So, not this last weekend, the weekend before last, leaving Tiana Taylor's party down south Florida. Zoe Dollars got hit up a couple times. So he was incredible. I haven't really checked on him lately. Probably not personally, but he's stable. He didn't die. But just this year alone, rappers have been getting, I don't know if you want to say have a target on their back or whatever, but it all comes down to something that Cool and Rel said something earlier. Just the people that you hang with and the people that are in your circle. Your circle may be big, but it's somebody wanting your spot, right? It's somebody wanting those dollars that you're making, whether it's recording, whether it's going to your 9 to 5, whether it's stripping, whatever it may be. Somebody always wanting your spot. It's just crazy. You got to watch that circle who you keep close, like and whatnot, because it's crazy that how many rappers have we lost this year? Not even rappers, but just people we lost this year. But it's in these last 4 months, I want to say at least 6 rappers have been shot at or killed. So it's just I don't know what's going on with it. What's y'all take on it?
Yo, it's a saying that I've heard growing up, and I tell my daughters this all the time. Everybody ain't your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that's going to say they're your friend, but everybody who say they're your friend ain't really your friend. You get what I'm saying? And like you said, it's people who in positions, sometimes it ain't the people that hate you that you got to watch. It's the people who's supposed to be behind you, who got your back, is the ones you got to watch. I think it's a thing, and we're going to touch into this Casanova thing too, whereas though it's a lot of people talking too much. And we talking about a time whereas though we going through this pandemic, it's a lot of wolves out here that's not eating. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of rappers out here looking like a plate. You get what I'm saying? So, there's a lot of guys willing to, when the heat stop working, then my heat start working. You get what I'm saying? So I think that might play a part in it too.
Everybody gotta be seen, man. So let me tell you what I didn't think about on Saturday night: being shot. Right? Like literally, that's not a
never crossed my
fucking mind. Right? I could have had that party downtown Baltimore.
Hold up, Arel. Not only not shot, nothing physically. Like there wasn't going to be an issue
Right.
at all.
Yeah,
like
for
not
sure.
just shot, just like
right.
no.
I'm just saying based on what we're talking about.
I
right?
wish a motherfucker would. I would have broke out that pink shirt real quick.
So, like, had this been in another venue in space, and they'd be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe other people, right? Some unsavory types. I just, at this age, the tender age of 40, I'm just not putting myself in that situation anymore. And guess what? At the tender age of 13, I wasn't putting myself in that situation either, right? It got real close at about 19 or 20. Rest in peace, too, right? In that moment, I was like, fuck this, right? You know what I'm saying? So I partied lightly when my cousin got killed at the gas station 30 minutes after I left said gas station, right? And I'm glad we on this subject because here comes the charm god. So like it just the Mo 3 shit is crazy when they chasing you down on the highway in broad daylight and the motherfucker get the drop on you, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, Boosie going to celebrate your life and the motherfucker get the drop on you. And they talking about he still ain't walking right or some shit. Or is it I don't even know to keep up. It's either him or Benny ain't walking right since they got shot.
Boosie's still in the
Anybody
chair.
do a concert?
Boosie's still in the chair. He's still doing concerts, but they have literally he got somebody pushing him around, and I believe he's going to the West End this weekend, real. So in Louisville. So and for those who don't know, the West End of Louisville is popping right now, like popping. So, but go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
So yeah, so like I just it's. You know, it's one thing after another, right? Like I'm not going to fucking Walmart at night when you can get the drop on me, right? And I'm not going in there with $5 million chains, and I'm not going to Walmart in a neighborhood that's not mine, right? It's just a lot of things I'm not doing because certain shit just don't make sense, right? Because that bullet could have easily went to his head. Right, and we'd have been having a conversation like, what was you going to get, some motherfucking toothpaste?
All right,
you better send Buddy out there with the dingy ass sweatpants on and the dug ass uptowns to motherfucking get you some, like, what are you doing?
All right, let me ask you this though, Rel. What got you to that point? Was it age or has it always been the way you move?
I've seen a lot, right? Like, it's where I'm from, right? Death was shown to me at an early age. Right, and you know, shit ring off. You get low in between cars, zigzag, like that shit was normal, dog. We was using a chalk outline as home base on Mirror Street between Homewood Avenue and Biddle. Like shit is insane where I'm from. We used to do far walk down on the park so we could pick up drug dealers before we could play football. Like that was my life.
Yeah, when I was at your party, bro, dead serious. I got this, like, I cannot sit with my back to a door, bro, like at all. My wife know when we get in the restaurant, she know, oh babe, I know. Listen, when I even though it was still early in the game when I got there, it's just my natural, not that I was worried about something, but my natural behavior is just to hold up. No, I don't want nothing behind me. Mm-hmm. Like to that point, like I sat right in front of the buffet, like, mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that was behind me was that area of things. Like, and I'm just like, where do we get? Was it a talk that somebody is just life experiences? Like, what are they not getting that we got? You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure that out. I felt like
it's a reason that you sat close to the buffet. But we ain't gonna go on that part. But I'm the same way. Like,
right? I know you the same. See.
So, you know, I'm the same way though. Like where I was sitting, I need to have my peripherals where I can see everything. And it was like, it's not at the point that I didn't feel safe, but it's to the point now where it's like, oh, who's coming through the door? All right, well, I can see, all right, I know I got, you know, JB to the right of me. I'm saying, I know I got Neef to the my 12, and I know I got Rel over here to, you know, my 3 or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm good, I'm covered. So I get exactly what you're saying.
Anybody came in there tripping. Oh,
Well, but CJ, you, I haven't physically been. You've been over there in the as far as overseas.
Oh, definitely.
In the mix. So I can't even imagine how that would have me coming home. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like but I can't even recall what conversation I had with somebody or what put me in that space where as though I move like that. And like you said, bro, you said I was with Trig and the same night Trig and Brum got shot. I was with them and had left them to go meet a chick at my crib. If I didn't go do that, I would have been with them. So who's to say? Right. Shout out to her. Who's to say I wouldn't have been in that situation? You get what I'm saying? I used to think I had like a guardian angel for real, like being dead serious, because it was things that happened in my life that I missed. Like one time I was waiting for my bonus money. When you first come in as a CS, if you sign up for 5 years, you got a little bonus, whatever. Just so happened I'm in Fort Eustis. My bonus showed up, but I didn't see it. And I would have came a day earlier to Philly. That day, Jan was walking somewhere, and I knew I would have been with him. And they jumped out the car and robbed the corner where they were shooting dice at. The Trig and Brum getting shot thing happened. It was a couple other instances where I was supposed to go out, and I'm like, nah. I would say I'm gonna go, and then I'll call and say I'm not going, and then something would happen with the guys I was supposed to be with, to the point where though my homies was like, yo, we not going out if you saying you're not going. Because like every time we go out and you say you're gonna go, then you change your mind and say you're not gonna go, something bad happens. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I used to feel like, damn, it's something watching over me, keeping me out these situations. It wasn't that I was scared to go. I'd just be like, I might be tired, and no, I got to get up early. We were CSs, you get up at 4. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna go out there. I'm just gonna chill. It wasn't like, oh, I'm worried something gonna happen. It was just on some regular shit. But it was like at least like 5 instances especially in my early 20s, that could have went different if I was actually there. But for some reason I wasn't.
My cousin got killed on the same block that we hung on. The same block when I used to come up from Virginia. I'd make my stop down Cherry Hill, go see Cool and Dev and them, and then go up East Baltimore and chill with my cousin. Like my cousin, he probably would be on this podcast, my cousin, type shit. You know what I mean? Like this is my guy, and he was gone, right? Before my motherfucking 21st birthday. He never even got to know his son, right? Like product of my environment, for real. Like shit crazy. And I just move different, right? And every time I move different, it shows that it's right. Like all the time. I just move different.
You don't question it. Yeah.
I was like,
right.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with the house parties, right? Most fun I had this year, my cousin Arnie birthday party, right? We had a fucking blast.
Hey, man, shout out to rest in peace, Dr. Robert Crockett. My best friend, he died a premature death. But he said something, and it actually was relevant to when I was going through some career issues. But he was like, your peace of mind is worth something. You just got to figure out how much. And so I every morning, literally always think of, if not him, something in some variation, because it always holds true. So all right, I was a party head, right? I was 18 years old. We was out and all that, right?
The legend of Cool Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, I swear that's gonna be the book title, yo.
Yo, the legend of Cool Mike. It's not.
I was dancing.
It's not a fable. It's not a fable. It's not a fairy tale. It is
the
true.
myth.
Yeah, go ahead.
So at some point, as a matter of fact, that the night Till got killed, I went to a party by myself. I did not go with y'all. I normally would have went to the Paradise with y'all. But I ended up going to the other joint, and you had to put a suit on or something. It was like the first time I dressed up for a party. That for me was a thing. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was the same kind of, like be more mature in how you choose your environments. Like that was a thing when Till got killed. Then after a while, you get to a point, even for like somebody that enjoyed going out when they were really young. But like club out, you get to a point where you just don't like that kind of fun anymore. Then you get to a point where you get older and you got responsibilities where you don't even want to risk being out of your normalcy or your sleep pattern because shit ain't fun like that no more. So they call it chasing fun, right? So what is your idea of fun? My idea of fun is being around y'all kicking it. Like we can do that literally anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
With that.
Like, my idea of fun ain't being out and popping by. That just ain't my new out there. Ain't my now idea of fun.
Hey,
you
cool.
know, your peace of mind in that space, man. Like what is your peace of mind? Going over and laying on every time I go over there, I'm dozing off on the floor, on the couch. That's just because I'm at peace with my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, it's funny you say that, cool, because at first he said, bro, you know, I'm taking this nap because I'm at peace. That man don't make it to halftime, dog.
And that's fine though. And that's
right.
fine.
It's all good. Get up when I jump up and say something. Who we got?
Right. Cool get up about good 6 minutes left in the third quarter. He back at it. He right there.
Well, we watching the boxing match.
Excuse me for my tardiness. I caught a fucking nap.
Oh, just now?
That's why I'm late. Hey, but look, sorry about that. Hey, cool. You brought up a good point about your environment. So you know, I've caught up to what we're talking about, and you know, like many of us growing up in the hood, you know, we have some form of PTSD because of what we saw. And like where I grew up, same thing. Like if a nigga pull a gun out, it's the real deal. Like, you know, if something's happening, it's the real deal. Things that's going on. I went to the Navy to escape that. So when it came down to me having a good time, I wanted to choose better places to go to. You know, I wanted to be around, like, you know, I was young getting to Virginia, but I wanted to go, like, I remember seeing the alley, right? The line at the alley, they was dressed up. I was like, I'd rather be there than the spot across the street. You know what I'm saying? Where you could smoke blacks in that bitch, you know, do whatever, drink, and it was something gonna pop off. So like, I wanted to change my environment. And I think that's the thing that we see a lot of, I think the younger folks are suffering from. Is like, you think it's cool to stay in that shit because that's a cool thing to do, is to show how hard you are, or to, you know what I'm saying, walk around with the pole on you and shit. But nah, man, like Gilly the Kid say, it's like 80 niggas in the video with guns and shit. Ain't no women. You know, like me, I wanted to go hang out with the chicks. I wanted to go, like, to have a good time, and ain't nobody tripping. And so, like, do you really want to change your environment? Do these cats want to be in a different space? Do they know how to have a good time? It's just a lack of leadership and information. And, you know, thinking that one thing is cool and is really not, you know, and I think that's a sad thing. But when Cool said that, you know, that just, it, you know, triggered that thought to me is, hey, do you want to change your environment? What do you really want to do for a good time? Do you see yourself living past a certain point? You know what I'm saying?
Is it the energy? Because like for me, it's like the energy to leave out the house with. You leave out the house with the energy of looking for something to be a problem. You get what I'm saying? Like Juice just said, when I went out, I'm not worried about niggas. Like, yo, you see boy looking over here? I don't even see no niggas in here. All I see is women. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's niggas in here because I can't tell, because I'm worried about the women. I'm not worried about what no nigga looking at, no man looking at, dog. I'm not worried about that. You mean? And that's one thing I've been able to, like, the thing is, like, though I keep my back to the, you know, to the wall, I'm not scared to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the energy I go into that place with is going to have me okay. You get what I'm saying? If I'm not going in there on the wrong type time with the wrong type energy, then I should be cool. Because, like, in Philly, I don't know about there, but niggas get, like, niggas from North Philly be like, yo, listen, you could tell niggas the perfect party. Like, yo, listen, dog, it's this party, man, this girl having, man, it's going to be 10 girls to every boy in there. You know, you can smoke weed, plenty of drinks. It's going to be an open bar. You don't even got to buy no drinks. Let's go. All right, cool. Where's that? South Philly. Oh, I ain't going to South Philly. Like, they don't care nothing about nothing because of where it's at. And I never was like that, because in the day, it's like the energy I'm going in there with, I feel like I'm going to be cool because I'm not going in there on no goofy shit. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not going to be looking at cats no kind of way. So, you know, so do y'all think that plays a part in it when people, it's, you know, first of all, that homeboy who looking at and telling me about what niggas doing, we only hanging out that one time. We done. Because I'm not even with all that.
It's a surrounding thing. You know, it's like who you surround. My bad, Cool. It's who you surround yourself with. just being the young boy of the podcast, like, I surround myself with, if you ain't about making money, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't about taking care of your business, then I really don't have no words for you. Like, we don't need to be hanging out. Like, the people that I hang out with, they're about making moves, trying to make that next move to get them to that next dollar, right? So, and getting put in situations like, I go to the same bars, personally. I mean, besides the Shakey's, I go to the same bars, that know me. So when I walk in, oh, what's going on, Jay? We know what you got. I know where, I still sit in my little section where I can see doors and exits, because you never know today. But at the same time, I don't put myself in no situation. I'm not like, we got this down the street called Fort Pierce. I'm not going to the Elks. I'm not putting myself, because of what? For what? To go get a drink and look at a fat ass? No, I go to Shakey's for that and still know I'm gonna be safe. Like, I'm not putting myself in a situation where that, and that's what I think some people have. They have to prove their toughness. Oh, I was in this building the other day, or I was this another day. You know where I was at? I was on my headset playing Madden with my boys from high school, and we had fun. I had my own liquor. We had fun. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just about who you grow up with and the situations you put yourself in. It ain't all about, you got to prove your toughness. It's just, that's what it is to me.
All right, I want to get into this. I want to get into it a little bit, but it's kind of like I'm using this to go somewhere else. The Brandon Bernard situation. Brandon Bernard was he was 18 years old. I think him and his homeboys. Somebody correct me if somebody knows it better than I do. I'm not somebody here acting like I got it all the way down, but
It was a
JB.
robbery. They planned to rob the couple and they ended up murdering them. He wasn't the actual shooter, but he participated in the robbery.
He set the car on fire.
Yeah,
They was
set the car. I'm saying he participated in the robbery. He set the car on fire. He, was executed. Was it Saturday or Friday or something like that? He was executed recently. As a result of it, and
Kim Kardashian
was advocating for him to be, to not have to just have life and not have the death penalty. But go ahead.
Okay, so I'm curious as to so he did a lot of positive things with his time in jail. You know what I'm saying? But why would you laugh?
Oh yeah, I need room for this too, but I'm gonna let you cook first.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right, no. So this is what I'm hearing. So I want you to cook. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, definitely. I remember. I know where you at with it. But so what they basically were trying to say, what Kim and I was trying to say was that, with his time since first when he went to trial, they say he didn't show no remorse or whatever when he went to trial, whatever. So throughout the years, Kim is saying that, he's did all these positive things, the list of things that he did that was positive since he's been locked up. So I'm just curious, as far as second chances go, you get what I'm saying? In that space, and I know what JB about to go with it, but how do you go? Should you get a second chance? What's the limitations? Where do you go? What's your line of what, and for everybody, what do you feel like is, or, how far it goes, or to what limits, or how you feel about second chances as far as someone if you were the victim's family on that side of things or whatever, but however you taking this, how you feel about just second chances with certain situations as far as death and people dying and stuff like that.
Well, in regards to second chances, he was afforded an opportunity to live, even if it was in prison. His second chance, he didn't I don't know. My opinion on second chances in regards to fatality and people dying is strictly, you gotta do the time, and it's unfortunate. I don't know how, you can determine what level of a second chance is afforded someone who participated in a murder. Because those people, that family, they're not getting a second chance. And what I was saying the other day was that he wasn't the shooter, right?
Right.
However, if anybody know anything about the streets, like when it's gunplay and you taking that ride to catch that lick, the
It
gun,
can
if
go
the gun is,
anyway. Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like you already know what it is. So that second chance, like I'm not, I don't feel like I'm without compassion at all. But
That robbery,
we
you think it's just gonna be a robbery, can go left.
yeah, like we stand here today as men, right? As far as I know, all of us. I don't know if you ever been presented in a situation where you had to make a decision that was right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? And most of us came up in the city or whatever. So those type of decisions are right around the corner. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that, he might have been dealt a bad hand from life and he felt like he was down bad and he had to do that. I understand all of that. You know what I mean? But that part, like, I mean, if you're gonna sell dope, sell dope. If you can, if you catching the lick, is you robbing somebody and somebody dies, you don't want to do life, all right, or you don't want the death penalty, all right. I don't, I'm pretty sure the people who was going about their business about their day didn't want to die over something as trivial, over like as a possession, like whatever they took. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't really find a lot of
compassion.
That's not a second chance situation. And I agree with you. Yeah, like that you advocating for the wrong things, right? Like and Jordan, all your points were great, but let's take it a step further. They were already dead in the car. Okay? Right. And then you decided to put some type of accelerant in there and set it on fire. That's why you died, because it just wasn't, oh, okay, we shot somebody and robbery gone wrong or whatever. You took it a step further. You didn't want them to be found anymore, right? And this shit happened in Killeen, Texas. It's like, that shit is nuts.
And you a black man, nigga. You are not gonna live.
Yeah, for sure. And he wasn't the only one that got put to death. One of them got put to death in September of this year, right? So no remorse.
That was the shooter. I think the shooter was the one.
Fine. I had no remorse for him or them, because if that was one of y'all, I wouldn't have any remorse. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? God forgives, I don't. Rick Ross voice, right? You know what I'm saying? And I want to get real personal with a situation. I got a cousin, right? on my father's side. Literally grew up 2 houses down from where my parents live today. True shit. He was working at a well-known city restaurant here. And him and 2 twins who grew up with my other cousin, who's on this podcast right now, JB, decided to set up the owner of said restaurant and do a robbery over some deposited money, right? They are in jail forever for $3,000, split 3 ways.
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't it 3,500? Some stupid shit.
Hold up, real quick. While I got a second. If you want to sell drugs and you don't sell drugs, you can't do the time that comes with selling drugs. JB, you said if you want to sell drugs, no.
No, I'm saying I
just need these young.
You try to run it up. If you try to run it up like that, I'm not a fan of that stealing, that robbing shit. That shit is corny. Like,
bullshit. Anyway.
But what I'm saying is, any crime you decide, anything you decide to do that's illegal, understand that the consequences that come with it and be ready to face them as a man. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole truth.
Man, listen, it was a headline today. Dude tried to break and enter. Died because the window fell and broke his neck.
I seen that.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Then he got caught to murders too. Let me tell you something. A few years ago, some young punk decided to go in my mother window on a Saturday morning, waving a blicky in her face.
Oh wow.
Stole candy in her car and like a phone. You think I care about what happened, dude? Like ever?
I'm bothered by that.
I won't.
Nigga, my nerves
I'm
is
bothered
shot.
by that.
I won't ever. Like
Ever.
never.
Not
Ever.
after Lane.
Hey, the karmic debt on stealing and death is high. And so we have to understand, like, as we're here, you know what I'm saying, on this journey, we're gonna take some losses, you know, we're gonna bump our head, but there's some infractions we can commit that really bring heavy punishment. And murder is one of them. So when you whatever situation you're in and you're in the space of knowing what you're doing, because at 18, although you're young, you do understand what the fuck is going on. The
Yeah,
karmic
man.
that
Yeah,
comes with
for
that
real.
is really high.
2-year-olds know the difference between right and wrong, Juice.
Yeah, right. So what I'm saying is I'm giving you even more, like, you knew better. So you even burned the bodies up. The karmic debt that comes with that is just way too fucking high. And I feel like the way the universe is set up, no matter what the fuck would have happened to homie, that was coming. Like no matter what it was, that
Right.
was coming to him because he participated in a situation where not only one person died,
Both of
but
them. Was it? They was husband and wife, right?
died.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace to
you
them,
know,
for real.
I don't.
Like, just some more
What I want to.
casual everyday shit. Go ahead, Juice.
Yeah, I don't. You know, this is what I need celebrities, and I'm gonna, you know, I know it's kind of, if you know, it's touchy, but I'm gonna need people to really stop sensationalizing shit. Like, you know, that's a movement to me that don't need to be sensationalized because there's not enough understanding in it. For what purpose do you really want to intervene into this when you haven't really considered the family enough? Like, people need to stop that shit, bro. Like, certain situations you don't need to get involved in. You guys are popular entertainers now, not even considering how that family felt. Like, their fucking loved ones is gone, my nigga. For what? So this ain't the thing that I feel like I could support.
Like, if she wanted to get behind something, she could have got behind fucking Muima Abdul Jamal or something. Like, like that shit. I don't, I ain't have no compassion to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless if they was black, white, or whatever, like that, like man, that shit, when that shit happened on nigga, I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And and ain't nothing, and they nigga ain't even touch her. Like, ain't no vibe. She ain't have a scratch on her.
But he did put a gun in her face.
Yeah, no, I know.
A gun for a 68-year-old lady to take some fucking candy. He took some like Halloween candy for real, and like the car keys and stuff. Like,
that's
so
that
come on, man.
That's how coward. No. That's how. And it was a time where though it was certain ways to go about doing things, even if you was on that side of the law, whereas though you was doing things the wrong way, or doing things illegally.
Right.
You don't rob. It was a little point where I want to say it might have been like 10
no
years.
women, no kids, man.
Bro, you robbing
Listen.
civilian women and kids. What the fuck you gonna get as a homeowner?
They was knocking out. They was running up on like older people and like robbing them and stuff like that. Like, that's not tough. You're not tough.
You ain't getting nothing.
And taking his money from him. Like, that's not no. You don't get no respect for that. Not that being a criminal is respectful, or robbing somebody is something that you get respect for anyway. But you're definitely a clown, robbing or running up on an older woman, putting a gun in her face.
Like, while we here, fucking Murphy's Law happened the other night. Like, I'm leaving. I had literally just left this Walmart to pick up something that was delivered by Santa Claus, and I'm seeing all this police activity, like going the opposite way on 695. So, I ain't think nothing of it. I very rarely watch the news. I catch the news or might have hit my phone. These two dudes met each other to, I guess, sell some sneakers, like probably the joints that just came out. I don't know, some shit. They was ready to sell some sneakers. The motherfucker tried to rob him of his sneakers and the dude killed him in the motherfucking Walmart parking lot. Called the police and stayed there.
As he should.
As he should.
It must have been legal, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was he. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far it's gonna go, but when you take them fucking goofy, like that's like I said, yo, that stealing shit. I just gotta fucking that shit stick. Like I that's some corny shit. Like stealing, robbing, you don't let me get my hands on you. Like fuck all that. Like,
when that shit's not a heist, like if it's, and I don't mean to say it like that, but this, if it's not a planned out heist of a artistic artifact, you don't really know what the fuck is finna pop with some regular niggas.
Like niggas be on some
even
shit.
with that,
niggas might got time.
Any situation go left.
Got time that day. Niggas might got time that day.
Any situation can go left.
So ultimately, like I think we got here because and I'm if I could be incorrect, Neith, I don't know if you was like trying to present that as an opportunity if there was some nuance, and I think me and Rel probably just
no. I was just curious. Okay. I was just curious. I just it was a good conversation. I felt.
Okay.
Another good conversation.
I ain't want to tear up any point that you were trying to make.
No. You good?
Ultimately, I don't give a fuck about Slim, man.
Listen, even if I had a point and you got a point, I still want you to get your point off. That's what we're here for. Yeah. Let's talk about this Casanova situation. So the FBI reportedly used Casanova's Vlad TV. See, that's that Rona. FBI reportedly using Casanova's Vlad TV interview for evidence and credit card scam. So this is how many people was in this? I know it was Casanova 19. And Purple, right?
Who's Casanova?
This a Rico. This a Rico case for sure.
What's the name of that song you had? What's Casanova's song?
I know who he is. I know who he is, but I'm just saying for the people who don't know who he is.
He had like 4 months.
No, I'm just saying for the people who don't know who he is. Trust me, I know who he is.
Right. So the whole thing with Vlad,
so people know him.
For some people who don't know about Vlad has had a reputation. Whereas though I don't know, he looking for the goo. He looking for the shit that basically the feds is looking for. Like,
we gotta stop this. Hold on, we gotta stop this. I'm finna go throw a point out there. I'm finna go ahead.
Throw Vlad out.
Hey, who the fuck sweating Vlad when you offering up the motherfucking information? See, like this would kill me. This would kill me, right? I know Juice done a lot of wild shit that'll never come.
Unsavory things.
Nigga, y'all never find out about
the second clause.
Right.
Second clause.
Like all from all kinds of shit that you could imagine. But those trips was on my lonesome. And if somebody even asked me about it right now, nigga, even if it's just on a joke, I need a lawyer present. I'm not talking to nobody. And it's like, yeah, I get it. We know where Vlad's on. Of course he's gonna make money off the culture. When have they not made money off the culture? But here's the deal. We've known this so long and niggas keep going back. And then when y'all go back, y'all want to talk about shit in prison. Like, I know this, like, why we even talking about shit that went down in prison that you can catch a case on? I ain't talking about the dope I done had in prison. I ain't talking about if you pay attention to certain niggas, certain things they don't even talk about. Like when they talk to Vlad, they talk a certain way. They don't even speak on certain things because they understand just the code of that shit. And my thing is, if you're gonna go to Vlad and you're telling him about prison stays, shit that you used to get into, that shit can always come back, even just bringing up the energy you were part of. So like, I don't even be mad at Vlad no more because we know what he owned. You niggas want to keep going back. Like y'all think it's a badge of honor for niggas to know what you was doing. I don't even really got to know you niggas was selling dope. Y'all we want to let people know so bad what the struggle was.
Sometimes gotta be seen, dog.
Hey, bro, hold up, bro. What you say? Yeah. What you say? Somebody. Oh no, it was JB. JB, you said your daughter said if it ain't recorded, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Yeah.
Yo,
who cares?
It's stuff. Listen, I've had women in my past. We run back into each other and they ask me, well, way back then, did you really do? I know you told me you didn't do it, but did you do it? Would be okay right now if you told me. still not. If I'm not telling that, I damn sure ain't telling
Nah,
no
she done.
criminal shit I done did. Like, ain't no fucking way. You cheat. Now, remember that night when I thought you was out and you was with the was you really with the? I was really with whoever I said I was with. And I'm taking that shit to the grave. I ain't never speaking on that shit ever.
Like the feds is watching anyway. They're waiting for you.
Right.
Like they've been needing you. They was needing you 10 years ago to say this shit. They was waiting. Now this nigga love it. Now he out in the, he can't wait.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
It's a good one. It's a YouTube joint like what they call Crown. They basically read court transcripts. I think I mentioned it before. And like in different cases and stuff like that, man. That AR ad thing in Philly, he was on Vlad TV. Look, so people know Jay-Z, right? Know Jay-Z, and you know his homeboy that came home from prison.
Right. Shout out to Emory.
Shout out to Emory. You did not know Emory for a long time before you knew Emory. You didn't know his name. It was a while before Jay-Z put the real name out there. He used to dribble down the VA, but he wasn't no names out there like that. Them statutes of limitations literally had to fall off.
Right.
So these niggas is doing something yesterday and talking about it tomorrow. Like, I don't, wait a minute now. That's not the game. And I'm not no street cat. And I done this shit that I would never even say or repeat in no form, decades removed from it. So I don't it's
right.
So they did it to themselves.
Yeah,
yes.
On video shoots and they felons and they arrest 20 of them on the spot. Like, this shit is not even new no more.
Can you hear how wild that is? The feds use your Vlad TV interview to book your dumb ass. Like, that's exactly, you didn't have to say nothing.
Dude, I knew the game was getting crazy when
clout.
I knew it was getting greasy when I think man, you both said this years ago. When I watched that Chief Keef video and he had on this ankle bracelet and they all had guns in there, I said, "Oh, these little niggas retarded."
We did say that.
Lead pay.
That's this shit I don't like.
Yo, I'm like,
shit.
He's obviously on probation. He's not supposed to be near a gun
at all.
What was that? The Don't Like video. I said,
yes.
Don't like.
When they was in the kitchen, when they in the
They
kitchen,
called a nigga the Godfather of Trill because of that.
They did the same thing to Boosie when he went for that murder charge. They went back to his videos. It was like, yo, you already had this, and then
they better learn
you over here.
Keith Growth, move out to LA, right?
Facts.
Yeah, smart man. Chief Keef said he ain't never going back to Lamron. He ain't gotta go back.
Nah.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Man, they was listening to Boosie's song, bro. Like, he was really like they wanted to give him death, bro. They was trying to put him to death, dog.
They was trying to put him on the road. Real talk. They was looking at songs. They was looking at videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was coming for his head.
What's the other boy down in Florida who's supposed to have murdered this man? They try to use his song against him.
Oh, Wyatt Melly?
Yeah,
Melly.
Yeah,
his ass going to jail. Yo, speaking of jail, I know we talked about this already, but Wayne, what the fuck?
Did we talk about Wayne?
Whoa.
Did we?
We didn't.
We did not talk about Wayne. No.
We talk about Wayne off air. Maybe we talk about Wayne.
Oh yeah. So Wayne sells his masters to Universal Music Group for over $100 million. So we talking about that and the fact you better go to jail.
No, I mean, it's so something going on with that. I'm not sure what's going on because he's one of several major players who sold their masters recently.
Everybody's selling their masters right now.
Well, I just found that L.A. Reid sold like
100%.
Yeah,
he sold a lot.
All the masters that he owed. So I don't know.
The Dream sold his drinks too.
Sold his too. Yeah.
And like the last year, I want to say year and a half.
Yeah, no, it was like in last year. No ID sold all of his. Like,
so I don't know if that's like a fiscal fourth quarter thing where they trying to dump all of that shit so they don't get the heavy taxes, or they know something coming down the pipe from the stock market or potentially with fucking. I think Spotify might be making a power play soon. That shit just look weird. Like, why would I'm like the LA Reid shit was weird. The artist I can get because sometimes you gotta get cash flow. LA Reid, I'm like, yo, he is an executive. Like, why
I
would
don't
he?
know. I don't get it no more.
Juice, what you think of that, Juice?
I
My
actually
bad,
get.
cool, go
I
ahead.
actually get. Huh?
I go ahead, my bad. I said Juice real quick, but go ahead.
Oh, I actually get. I mean, I don't know. If you're young, why you sell them?
Yeah.
Like they.
Well, ain't
if
none of them
you-
young. Ain't none of them young.
No, that's what he's
The
saying.
dream.
The dream.
Well,
probably 40.
I think it's a couple different ways to look at this. We could
Yeah,
I mean, I think
you
it's a
gotta
lot
get the
to
business
unpack.
part.
But I'll say this. Let's look at it this way instead of going in a different direction. Let's look at it like this. Okay, boom. I could get the money off this right now. Give me increase my value and put out other music
Right.
because the way we put out music and make money now is different than we ever had before. I don't really give a fuck about those masters no more because there's so many other ways now that's afforded to me that I can make money that I can utilize. So why not cash in on it? At the end of the day, like you really got to look at it like this. The content game is so wild now, and we consume so much of it. We're literally like we are sources of that shit, bro. We can create so much of it and really just start cutting people in on a deal. Hey, you like this? You like what I'm doing? Okay, I'll give you 25% of this. I don't even care. As a matter of fact, I'll give you 50% of the publishing on this capsule of material because I got a whole nother bunch of material that I'm gonna drop. Even someone like LA Reid, maybe I don't know what his real negotiation was on those royalties at the time when he was signed. I don't know what kind of deals they're using to get out of and free themselves of. So I think it could be a utilized as a tool, to be honest. They may be actually using that as a tool and seeing that they have equity in what they built over their IP. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing because a lot of these companies, bro, are gonna fail eventually. Like, do you really want to just cash in now? I mean,
But
shit, because it's gonna change. Go
let me
ahead.
ask you this, Juice. If they offering that kind of money, there got to be a master plan that 10 times that what they offering these people, right? As far as the companies that are buying it.
I mean, you or shit, the companies need them. I mean, like without you gotta understand. Like, okay, let's say Michael Jackson's still here. Let's say Prince still here. Let's say they get to buy back their masters, or people buy their masters and keep all their publishing or whatever it may be. And there is no 360. There is no none of that. Dog, these companies, like music departments, are going down because they're still owned by bigger companies that have other shit and other investments. So the company themselves won't like just go away. But as far as their music division could be gone, bro. Like, who else is making money, or what other artists are making money with these labels like that anymore? So, I mean, who know? I don't know the specifics of it, but I wouldn't be too alarmed with it. I'll say that.
So is it a thing where though they using it for commercials and stuff? Like
yeah,
like,
man.
like
listen, bro.
Yes,
This
black
is-
music scores everything.
Yes.
Everything. Like
Yeah.
Burger King gonna have a milli on it.
everything. Yes. Like
Yes.
listen, it sounds like a fucking joke, but Motown scores. They sell your cell phone, your fucking Febreze, your laundry powder. Listen to the commercials next time. Black music. The funny thing be when it's not a black song, the shit sounds strange. So listen to your commercial segment next time. You're gonna hear a Motown song or something. Listen to your movie. It's gonna be some hip hop score, some Kanye West stadium type song that you never really bumped with on the CD, but it's gonna be in there. Yes.
Target
Hey, yo.
using Mary J now. Target got that Mary J go bumping for their promotional right now.
Have we talked about like shows with older settings using more current music? Like what's the joint with Forrest Whitaker, the Harlem joint, the Godfather of Harlem. If you listen to the music going to like mostly the older movies don't is that and it might be I want to say we always what was JB, what's the joint that was on HBO with the witches and all that stuff. The blood country. I'm fucking up right now.
Oh, Lovecraft.
Lovecraft. Yeah. It's a lot of those shows that's set in the older time using a lot of current music and shit too, which is like crazy to hear from me a little bit.
Music is important to you receiving information. Like even when you go to church, the first thing you're gonna do to clear that palette of your mind is you listen to music, and they've tricked us into believing how low value that is, but it's high value because it sells so much product. So what we don't really understand is the value of us speaking our music. It's really it's a hypnosis. Like when you hear us speak, you know, if you notice, your favorite speakers are usually going to be black. You know, your preachers are usually going to be black because of how they sound and they start to sing. There's a reason to that and a certain vibration we give off. And we're just learning all these secrets. So it's like they have been using and taking this music. It's so important to them that they are willing to fucking pay high dollar for it. And see, we're shocked because we produce this shit naturally and we just be like we don't even understand that we're being mined for that shit. Like TikTok, Instagram, you're being mined for your ability to put people under hypnosis to sell product. And what we're saying, yeah, we're being mined. And so it's like at the end of the day, this stuff is hot. Like they'll use whatever. Like if that's a popular song, if it's a certain vibe to it, they're gonna use it because they can sell so many products behind it. You rarely hear, man, let's just go ahead and fucking say it, trigger alert. You rarely hear white music, you know, do selling anything. It just doesn't sell anything. So you talk about sync licensing, streaming, whatever it is, it's being used everywhere. So yeah, man, the value of music, bro, is very, very high. Just us speaking and showing our face on things. And you know, the black woman taking the vaccine, goddamn, just us doing anything to show that we gonna do it, it has great influence.
Hey yo, did y'all get a chance to listen to that 21 Savage joint with Meek and DJ Academics?
I only heard 2 minutes of it, so I don't
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was like a half.
No, but I was on Clubhouse last night. And Tiana Trump gave a goddamn thesis on porn, and I enjoyed it.
Okay, so
Jordan. I'm gonna have to go in one of the rooms you in, Jordan. I'm on Clubhouse too.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna hit you.
Why y'all not sharing the wealth? I'm not on Clubhouse.
You only get one invite, but bro, it would be dope if we get on there because if we do this in a room, my nigga, we can have that bitch jumping.
So y'all didn't think to invite each other, and I would have invited
one person
somebody else.
person.
God damn it!
No, it don't work. No, it don't work like that. It don't. It really doesn't even work like that. It's weird. It's like It's not like you got control of fucking adding people. It's so annoying.
Yeah, you don't. You only get so for me, you got to get nominated. So like I got nominated, I got in. Then I can only use one invite. I can only nominate one person, dog. And I chose wisely.
How you nominate somebody? I haven't even been able to nominate nobody yet.
Yeah, you can invite one person. You should be I don't know. You should be able to invite one person. I was able to invite one person, so I use that shit wisely.
Well, if once you just gonna show me how to do that shit, I'll send your joint through.
Yeah, then I'm gonna nominate Neve. We're gonna nominate. We're gonna fucking be on goddamn Clubhouse.
Listen, nigga, if we go in there with this shit talking the way we talking, bro, dog, we'll have that bitch jumping.
Yeah, we should have a brothers talking shit fucking room. God,
bro, she did a damn near town hall, dog. Yo, I was
she from West Baltimore, isn't she?
Nah, she's from Indiana. She lived.
Tiana from Baltimore.
She not, Jay. I'm telling you. Listen, she from Indiana. And
somebody lying.
She lived. She from Indiana. She lived. Now the truth is, she lived. This is true. She lived across from my brother recently, as of like last year.
All right, real quick, we can talk about this off of this. Meek Mill and Michael Rubin created $2 million scholarship fund. Aid for kids in Philly.
For
Who's
what?
Michael Rubin?
For
one
what?
of the owners from the
Hold on.
Sixers.
You said who's Michael Rubin?
One of the
For
owners
what?
from the Sixers. Who
The owners for the Sixers.
yeah.
$2 million for what?
Scholarship fund for kids in Philly.
Oh, that's
Kids and
nice.
felons.
No, kids in
He-
Philly.
Hey,
Scholarship fund.
hey,
That's
Rel,
nice,
did you
but
get,
he didn't. He took money out the municipality, which comes away from the school system to build that arena. But that's neither here nor there.
did you get them shirts yet, Rel? Fuck them kids, man. Fuck
Oh, he's talking about, yo, all right, we're not gonna do that.
that.
So
This nigga.
I
Hey,
was
well, you
this
know
nigga-
what, Neef? I really kind of don't want you to go zoom past the academics and Meek thing so fast. I know y'all may have didn't get to hear it, but I'll throw this
I
out there
did.
and say 21 Savage was involved in the conversation. And for those that don't know what happened, they were able to get, academic and Meek Mill, who have had some drama in the same space, to be able to talk about a lot of things, the beef that they had, how academics, participates in some of the destruction, or a lot, kind of antagonizing, instigating some of the destruction that the young, our young Black generation usually encounters through rap. And I thought it got progressive with the intervention of 21 Savage, because I thought it was very mature in him to step in. And a lot of times when we're arguing as men, right, we want to get, we want to prove that someone's right or wrong, or we get very macho. But he stepped in and actually put an energy out of moving forward and how can we make things better. So if you get a chance to listen to it all the way through, I think it's a great step in a positive direction of hopefully setting an example like Gucci Mane and Jeezy, releasing that energy of healing old wounds.
Let me ask you this. Can DJ Academics, just talking about positive things in hip hop and not promoting the negative things, be successful in that space? Is his success mainly come from the negative energy that he puts out there? So, end of the day, to me, it feels like if that's where his most success is at, is kind of stirring the pot, will he be relevant just being positive or just not being that kind of way for his brand? His brand is that. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong in that. Bro, you listened to them early on. I don't know how much you pay attention to academics now, but to me, it seems like it's more of a negative energy that he's known for. So if he was to change that, it's almost like killing his career.
One, I didn't know who he was until he attached to Joe on Everyday Struggle, because he's a lot younger than me, so I'm not in that space. Two, I still don't follow him or know anything about him. When Joe left, I'd never watched Everyday Struggle after that, so I don't know what the fuck he do. He is a shock jock, right? It's real clickbaitable. All that stuff is what he do, and he made an amazing living off of doing that. So I don't know why he would stop. Why stop? Ain't nobody gonna fucking touch him. He ain't out nowhere. Like, why stop?
I'm just saying, whereas though they're saying like basically, like what Meek was saying. Meek was like, it wasn't even about me and you. It's about the fact that what you do is you take negative energy, whereas though you're saying, oh,
Yeah.
you talking about Rondo up here, and then below you're talking about, and you're stirring the pot, and then
You
when
throw
things
rock,
happen,
you throw rocks and hide your hands, and you ain't no
Exactly.
street dude. I get it. I wish Meek didn't have to necessarily take on the whole martyrdom of everything like that, because it make him seem a little bit put a fingerish, and I think he's a little bit older than that. But I get it. I get Meek and what his stance is, which is like, academic, stop being a fucking corny troll and in the middle of shit, and now you got you up, right? So it just looked like you part of this hip hop, and you ain't never really had to get scathed or nothing. People really dying about that old block shit and all that shit, and you just home whatever. So I think there was something to be said on, especially on both sides or whatever. Just like, cut that shit out. Old academics can have a career. There's a motherfucker called DJ Academics, and you ain't never heard him play an album.
Yo,
ever,
I was about to say
right?
that shit too.
He
Like,
can have a career doing whatever he did. He twitches, video games, he do all that shit. This shit ain't he don't got to stop, and it don't have to be super negative. He just put information out like any other Say Cheese or any other page at this point. He know what he doing.
But the twist is,
he ain't got to. I think
the twist is you're kind of putting the violence and stuff to the forefront, putting the negative to the forefront. And Meek, like, listen, when you sit back here, if you're promoting somebody from Philly and we go through it in the streets because of what you're doing, you're putting it out there, then you want to, when it's time for somebody to come holler at you about it, that's like me instigating a situation, and then they find out, oh, well, I'm the one who started it. But then when y'all come holler at me,
famous for instigating situations. We wouldn't
Right,
even
and
be
then
talking about Academic if he wouldn't do the things that he's done to make him famous. That's my
right.
point.
So his career is, he needs that to be famous.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he used to be a DJ, then he got on YouTube, and that's where he made his money, right? And then like Twitch is just a forum, right? It allow him to do his thing, and he bring people there because they want to see him do what he do. Like it's like this nigga's star for real. Like that's what he does. What else is he going to do?
right.
You're arguing with Meek and 21 Savage being a referee about everything. So now you got your clickbait for the next week, right?
Right.
Like
You up?
Eminem
Right, so he
talking
basically-
about you on songs. You up.
So
You
if
know what I'm saying?
If it ain't negative, like he makes his career off the negative energy.
Right. And guess what we gonna give him? Guess what? You wanna guess?
I ain't giving
Negative
shit.
fucking energy. I'm not, when I say
Oh.
us, I mean
Oh.
hip hop is a
But,
culture.
culture.
but then he said what he say. Oh, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call the feds.
Right. I'm not a street guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, but I mean,
I'm just a guy reporting from my house.
listen, man. Sometimes that shit ain't even worth that shit. I mean,
But you
shit,
going back and forth,
motherfucker-
like not even
I
that. You going
thought
back
Vic
and forth
Mensa
with-
was gonna kill that motherfucker on that
going
interview.
back and forth with John Legend wife. Like, not that she ain't goofy as hell, because she is. But dog, for me, listen, point blank, period. I don't care. I got a
It's called
homeboy.
Chrissy
One of
G
my
goofy.
yeah, but listen, one of my homeboys, my dog, his wife, she got a mouthpiece on her. I'm not gonna never argue with her. You get what I'm saying? Like, dog, for you to sit back here and have something to say to my wife, this then like you need to ignore my wife. If my wife was one of them kind of women, you get what I'm saying? When you sit back here and you got so much to say about you speaking about a man wife, dog, like you know, hands and feet come out on that one.
No, I don't know. Academic strike me as corny. That's up. He just hit, he
True.
did the right thing. He's trying to Cody do, and so I think that's what Street Cat saying. Like, all right, we get it. You got a lane, but like, don't act like you you know, like you wasn't in fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine videos all goddamn, you know, career
Right
and
with
all
the
that
goofy shit. Right with the goofy
Yeah,
shit.
he
Right.
was with it.
Yeah.
On a more positive note, welcome home, Bobby and Rowdy. They got released. They home.
No, they
Bobby home too?
No, Bobby ain't. Only
I thought
Rowdy
Bobby
got
was
it.
home.
Just
No.
Rowdy. Nah,
Just
just
Rowdy.
Rowdy.
Hey,
Bobby don't
Bobby
come home
released
until next
today.
year.
Bobby got a hold of a year.
Bobby Schmurda being released. That nigga had 8 remixes out on the radio tomorrow.
But Bobby was supposed to come home before Rowdy.
No.
He gave his time back so he could stay, didn't he?
Rowdy
Nah, that
got
nigga
out
was
a
getting in
year.
trouble.
Yeah, Rowdy got out a year early. He got early release.
Bobby was getting in
from his-
trouble, man.
But
From his
Bobby,
parole
I thought
hearing.
Bobby stayed then.
No, you're mixing two things up. They tried to give Rowdy 12 years and give Bobby 5, and he said, and they said the only way he gonna get less years if you take 7. You take 7, he takes 7. So they both took 7, right? So they was up for parole at 6. Bobby was getting in trouble in jail. Rowdy wasn't. They both. Rowdy went to his parole hearing last month. Bobby went in September. They denied Bobby's.
Right.
Rowdy got his, came home today. Bobby got a whole nother year, December 2021. He gonna get his whole thing.
BG got denied for early
Yeah.
release.
I didn't even
He
realize
been in
BG
jail
was
for a long fucking time, man.
I think it's been like
Off
12
and on.
years for him. No, like he been in jail for like 12 years.
No, because he was home for a little minute. I want to say.
No, he's been in
Oh.
jail that
No.
long is what I'm saying to you.
When did the recession come out?
I don't fucking know.
Tell me, Jay. Real quick.
With
The
Jeezy's
recession from
recession?
like
Yeah.
nigga, that like
Yo.
2009, 2008, no 2007 probably.
Yo got Jay on research and development. Yo,
Yo, don't do that. We need Jay. Don't clown that. We need him to do that.
Maybe 2008.
We're not
I think
making fun of that,
recession-
JB. We're not doing that.
big man, type in the word
BG ain't coming home to May of 2024.
2008 recession came out.
He got 14 years.
Right, because he was
Who
in.
did?
That's
He was in
12,
the Who
bro.
That video. He was in the Who That. That's why I asked. He's in the Who That video.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in the top back joint too, and right after that, he went in.
What the fuck is BG in jail? BG in jail for?
Gun charge.
Howard Stern got $120 million a year from Sirius XM.
That's
Why we?
Howard Stern
didn't
has
know.
the only show on Sirius XM that anybody gives a fuck about.
I was about to say he all they got.
He keeping the goddamn lights on.
What Drake say? The fucking lights keep flickering when I
Right.
fuck that.
All right, y'all.
He a smart man for sticking them up for that money. I'd have
All
fucking
that
stuck
bread.
their ass up too.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he got BG got 14 years for gun possession and witness tampering.
Neve, your research dude moving slow, bro.
I literally just said that.
You said 2024 though, right?
Right. He get out.
Yeah, 14 years. Nigga.
Hey Jay, you doing the best you can, brother. I ain't mad at you, brother. All right.
That's 2026 though.
No, 14 years.
14,
the nigga locked up, Jay.
That been 2012, brother.
He locked up, Jay. God damn.
He ain't never coming home.
Can none
You
of
know
y'all
what?
do math?
Golly.
That's 2010, you motherfucker.
And why do you have a
10 and
No,
14
no, 2026.
I didn't say 2020. That's 2024.
He said 26.
Oh,
Jay, why do you have a tank top?
whatever.
On in
I have. I only know bling bling. Outside of that, I don't give a fuck.
What you say, JB?
Why you got a tank top on in December?
Because I live in Florida and I came back to warm fucking weather.
All right.
I should next episode I'll go to the beach and record like you. Stop playing with me.
Hey, I want to say something.
Go
Jay
ahead.
has really stepped up his ability to counter the shit that y'all be saying, and I think that shit is fucking
Pretty good.
hilarious.
He
I
has
think
gotten better.
that shit hilarious, bro.
He has
Iron
gotten better.
sharp as iron.
He has gotten better.
He be the strip club with all kinds of jokes.
It's like when you go to the circus. You know when you used to go to the
He
circus.
said, just like when you go to the circus, you only got to say nothing else after that.
They used to teach the bear to walk and shit on his tippy toes.
Yeah,
Jump on that long ass neck of yours and shit. Hey, in the words of my brother Neef, my thick ass will jump on you.
Whoa, listen, bro. Whoa, listen.
Pause.
It sounds different when you say it like that.
Right. The way he can say it like me, Juice.
If you was in the kitchen, you'll know.
Juice was there.
That shit was, dog.
Look,
The kitchen situation was the funniest.
Well, that's where it happened. That's when we recorded. We was all in the same city.
Yes.
Before we go anything else,
God.
I need the recipe to that sweet potato cake because I didn't get enough piece because Juice literally had his arm around it and I couldn't get around him. He would not let nobody else get a piece.
Who had sweet potato cake? Who had sweet
You ain't
potato
come
cake?
to the house.
Mommy,
Yeah, I had to take my mother-in-law home. We babysitting.
Hey, they made that cake for me, bro.
I was thinking about that the whole flight home. I was like, damn, I should have got another piece of cake.
She bought you she got you the sweet potato. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
From Miss Rhonda.
Yeah, that shit good, bro.
Dead air.
Yeah, no, my bad, y'all. Oh, yo, Rella, I told you Hard Ass is gonna be back by the time we record it again.
Oh, he playing tonight, ain't he?
I think he is playing tonight.
What's that locker room like when it be like James Harden don't want to play with John Wall, but then you show
I don't
practice?
think it's that. I don't think he's saying that necessarily.
No, but I'm saying it's in the news.
Said that.
So what's that like?
He said that don't change how he feel. It's different. It's different. He said
no,
it's
not. No, it's not. It's the same thing.
Yeah, he said
it's literally the same thing.
But I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
That's some weird passive aggressive.
It's in the news.
They don't got to trade out there, bro. So you got to chalk.
Listen. I'm saying it's in the news. So John, you already like, what's the practice like? If you're like, I don't want to play with this nigga, but he whether he said it or not, it's in the news. So somebody must have said something that made it allude to that. So I'm just saying, what's that locker room like?
Okay, so I'm saying that
you be like, man, fuck that. You know,
he said he want to trade. He not saying.
Well, if you look at it, oh my bad, you good.
I don't think he's saying, oh, John Wall's not somebody I want to play with. I think he's saying with everything that's changed here, I don't want to be here anymore. It don't got nothing to do with the players or me having issues with them. It's just how.
But that's how
everything is.
niggas going
That's
like. But
that's
niggas
passive
going to
But
take
that's
it
not
that
what it was
way.
I mean,
That's
reported.
passive
you might take it.
aggressive.
You right.
Yeah.
You might take it that way, but I feel like it's more of a. I,
If
it's, I
if
don't want to be.
LeBron and AD and Giannis came to Houston, he wouldn't be saying I still want to leave.
But bro,
That's
you
my
talking
point.
about your GM, your head coach, the other star you was with. They all three of them is gone.
I think he gonna be an
that's his
outsider in
fault.
the
He's gonna
locker
end
room.
up going. Listen,
That's his fault.
Listen.
Cool, he gonna be the outsider in the locker room because
No, he
you know
gonna be.
Boogie and Wall Trump tight. Like they, you know what I mean?
They
They
family
tight.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah.
I forgot about
I like
that.
what Steven Jackson had to say about it. You know,
What'd he
Yo,
say?
man. Yeah, why we ain't
Oh,
talking about
What'd he
stats?
say?
I ain't know.
Yeah,
I
he
ain't know
said
that.
hey,
he hey cool. So you know Paul Silas' son is the coach, like
Steven
the
Silas.
old
Yeah.
cat. Yeah,
Right.
Steven
Steven
Silas.
Silas.
I can rock with
Stack,
him.
yeah, Stack said you should fucking go down there and play your ass off for that black coach. Yeah, when you did
He
the
said
same
that?
shit for Danny.
Yes.
Basically,
He said?
like
No,
He
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 said
said
that.
that
He
shit.
said that shit.
basically,
He
right?
said that shit.
No,
He
that
said
ain't
that
even
shit.
basic. He said that.
He said, "Why the fuck you gonna do
Damn,
the? Why would you do the brother
You want to
like
be
that?"
out here with Lil Baby and shit. You know, like he was saying, like you want to be out here and be with the rappers. Why you ain't? You know, we always complain
You
about.
skipped something. He said you out here chasing after rappers.
Oh yeah, you chasing,
Damn.
But this
you
the twist.
chasing after rappers.
He got
Go
more
ahead.
money than all of them, though.
Who?
James
So
Harden.
what?
What? So what? What's
So
that?
what?
Man, that ain't got
Ask
nothing to do with a
rappers.
nigga.
Yeah,
The nigga
what's that got
heart.
to do with anything?
He ain't got
Ask
no
rappers.
heart, bro.
Like
I mean,
my
no.
thing is like, yo, Paul, yo, that and I'm glad Stack said that shit because it's like, yo, that man, that's his first head coaching
You
job.
just getting a
right?
break, right?
That's his first head coaching job. You gonna play like not even answer this. Like when they were saying he ain't answering his phone calls, I'm like, how the fuck you gonna do the brother like that? That's the shit I ain't understand. Like you at least
But
take his phone calls with his text.
that's been the problem with these niggas. Like, look, I'm gonna say some public service announcement for my city. Listen, bro. When you come here, we want to win, dog. We know it's fun. We know the turkey leg hut good. We know the strip clubs popping. We know that shit. But dog, we want to fucking win some games. Them niggas come down here, and it's being serious, dog. They come down here. They get caught up in this shit down here, and that's all they want to fucking do. Nigga, you a basketball player. Why the fuck are you even doing that shit, my nigga? Like, that shit's silly to me. And now you want to leave and you can't make it work. Nigga, because all you want to do is fuck off.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That part the way he doing that brother like that he ain't answer the phone like when they asked Paul Silas they like have you talked to him he's like yeah I called him I texted him he not returning my phone calls
They
this that and
talked
that
in the last couple of days. Paul
yeah but
Silas
at first
it's changed,
when they signed him he you know what I'm saying and I'm not saying like just because
crazy for him anyway. It ain't
who
been
that
nothing positive for James Harden. The whole him not showing up to work and all that. And
Can I read the quote?
This ain't football.
I got the whole quote.
what?
What type of dude is you? The Rockets finally get a young black coach. A young black coach gets an opportunity, and you don't want to show up to camp. You don't want to play for him. How that look? And you wonder why every time a black coach get a job, they put him in a bullshit situation. Look what you're doing. What a real one would do is go play for that black coach and make him look good and build with John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, some real ones. But obviously, you want to chase rappers.
Listen, we knew
in quotes in quotes
Random.
AJB, we knew what it was when Ron Artest did the thing to him. He just choked it.
oh yeah
Ron Artest him with an elbow or
I
something.
mean I don't know how many people gonna fight a nigga who you know obviously his shit ain't always there anyway.
Ron Artest. He need to be.
He said he don't want to be held accountable. He want to go play for goddamn the worst defensive coach in NBA history. You ain't gonna win shit. You ain't won shit as a head coach. Easy to run over. So James was trying to continue to be around and be close to D'Antoni so he can't be held accountable.
Which from someone who's inside the NBA circle, I'm gonna have to fucking say that's a stamp of approval. Like that shit makes sense. Because it ain't like the word, whatever the word is, and you know how the same shit, like if we all work together, certain shit we gonna be able to apply as truth based off of the relations that we have within our job or the context to the employee. If Stack is saying that shit, he ain't just sitting home making that up. You know what I'm saying? And it has to be where smoke is fire because
Definitely the only one thinking it.
Westbrook said the same thing. He's like, yo, I can't be here if they not gonna hold everybody accountable. And when he's talking about everybody, he's not talking about fucking Gerald Green.
And that was looking
You know what I'm saying?
That was looking crazy. Westbrook is in with the Wizards right now, and they saying he's like the breath of fresh air coming in there. They saying all this positive shit about Westbrook coming in there, how he getting along with his teammates.
Yeah, because that wall and Bill shit. Like, I mean, y'all not Wizards fans, so you know. I'm sorry, that's my fault. But that Wall and Bill shit ran sour because Wall never really felt like he could defer to Bill as an equal. He always felt like, that's Babe Bro. Like, I'm the lead dog, I'm the big dog. Which the teammate don't win when he not playing, to be fair. But he always played that nigga out like that.
You think he humble?
Who Will? Who Wall?
Yeah.
No.
He don't play. He don't play well.
He just told gang signs 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about?
Hell no.
I just asked the question, bro. I didn't sit back and say I thought that. I asked the question.
If you ask me, he don't play. He don't play well when he humble. I like him when he angry. Honestly, that's when he play the best when he angry. He been looking good these last couple games, so I think Houston gonna be happy with him.
Yeah. What's up with Kyrie, man? Kyrie need to shut the fuck up. Like, I swear to God. And the bad thing about it is Kyrie do a lot of positive shit, bro. Like
what?
Do a lot of good shit.
What positive shit?
Fucking cornball.
Yeah, he's weird, yo. He weird as shit, bro.
Him and KD, they both. I think KD weird.
He is.
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
Any man who doesn't get a haircut,
bro,
intentionally is weird.
JB, I agree with you.
Like, you don't get a haircut at all? That's
bro,
weird.
We ain't seen you since June of fucking 2019. You still peasy to the motherfucker. With that
little the peasy shit, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? However your hair grow. But you not
fuck that. Brush that motherfucker. Go see Diddy and have his people do the same shit he got.
Bro, all you got to do before you go on the court, pick the brush up and use the motherfucker. That's all. Like, he woke up like that.
He wakes up like that every day. He does not pick that brush up for nothing. I'm like, yo, come on, yo.
Like, that shit. His mom must have traumatized him. His mom must have been brushing his forehead, his eyebrows, his whole shit. He is scared of a brush.
His ear.
Right.
Let me get one of them hardboard bristles to the ears, man.
We all been there, yo. Moms don't know how to brush your boy hair.
You need a fall to brush it.
Your forehead be fucked up. Don't let it be cold outside.
Yo, it's y'all heard that Diddy changed his middle name to Love?
That was like 2 years ago, Jake. Yo, what kind of internet you got?
I'm just saying, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
A long time ago.
This is my Twitch, yo.
It might have been longer than 2 years.
Right. I didn't know that.
COVID was 2 years long.
Yo, I got some old Diddy shit we should have clowned him for. How do you buy her? How do you pay for her a fucking trainer and he take her?
Yo, chill. Hey, we ain't doing no Diddy slander. Chill.
That's easy. Right?
That shit solid.
But you ain't gonna talk about how when he took all his baby mothers out on a yacht with his girlfriend with Cassie.
Player shit.
He took all of them on the yacht, and Cassie was on the yacht with him.
Player shit.
Don't be my man like that. He just fell down bad, yo.
Every time she get pregnant, he go through something probably.
Right.
She pregnant again.
You gotta
go though.
You gotta pick
and she naming them babies names they came up with. No, listen, I swear to God, Puff probably told her, you're not having my baby. I think that's from the rip. I think he told her that from the rip.
You think so?
Yeah. He wouldn't give it.
He give out babies too, so he ain't even.
Yo, I see Future cry with his baby in his hand. You got 15 babies,
years
nigga.
old and got grown ass fucking kids. Who the fuck want to have a baby by Cassie? Like, I don't give a fuck how long he was with her. His fucking Quincy like 35. like so
nigga,
what?
Future like 50 still having kids. Don't nobody say nothing to Future.
Nobody cares about Future. Like
Future.
I would never bring him up. Like ever. I don't give a fuck what Future.
Hey, you don't get no baby for being a good girlfriend. Like, nah, like
Right.
you're just a good girlfriend.
You don't get no
Like,
baby for being a good girlfriend.
You're
You know how
not
many-
getting no
You
kids.
know how many bad girlfriends got babies? Like,
I'm
That
done
pussy
with
probably
kids. I don't
ridiculous,
give a
though.
fuck
Like-
how-
Yeah, I was about to say.
Fuck outta
There's a
here.
caveat. There's a caveat, and I won't address it on this podcast. I'll tell you that.
I'll address it. Fuck it. Hey, sometimes that cat is right. That cat'll make you. That cat'll be like, hey, you deserve a baby for that. I will give you that, sis.
Hey,
And you
hey,
get the
that's
baby.
that young. Hold up,
Hey,
Juice. Because
Juice.
when you get to a
Juice,
certain
Juice.
age, that headache ain't worth the price of admission.
I
for
got
that.
a trick for that.
Hey,
Speak for
Juice.
yourself.
Hey, Juice.
I
Juice.
got a
What's
trick
up?
for
What's
that.
up?
Juice. Even though pussy get wet, garbage bags leak too.
What?
I don't
What?
even know what that means.
See what I'm saying?
I don't-
Neef,
I think it's
Neef,
inappropriate.
Neef,
In this
Neef,
podcast right now. In this podcast right
Neef, get your man.
Yo,
Neef.
Fuck this Jesus.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Neef,
Yo,
get your
it
research.
just
Yo,
got
your
weird.
research. Your research man, yo. Your internet, your Wi-Fi
They
stuff.
call Jay Stat Boy.
Yo, that might be the name of this podcast.
Yo, this
Yo,
man
I'm not-
said. This man looked up from his phone in 2020, December 2020, and said, "Yo, did y'all know Diddy changed his name to Love?"
I didn't know that, yo. I did
Yo,
not know
swear
that.
This is gonna be some cool shit. That's what, yo,
Yo,
I'm
I'm
not
not,
fucking. I ain't gonna
I'm
get
not,
no.
I'm not fucking with JB because he broke a button on my shirt already. So I ain't even messing
How
around.
you
Yeah.
fucking shirt up, JB?
He put his
I
arm
don't
around
know.
me and slid. Yo, Jay, it's good to see you. Yo, oh my bad. And then went to go sit down.
I think my foot was hurting.
Yo, listen, right? Listen, right? T like we taking a picture. T like Jordan, why you in the back like that? Like, why you not standing back? T, cause I'm drunk, T. Cause I'm
But he was munching in the air the whole time. He just, I'm like, yo,
Jay told
you're
us,
not
what is he
eating nothing
eating?
back there. He's not eating nothing back there. And Juice got the church arm on you, so
Oh, yo, Juice wasn't fucking with me, yo. Yo, I ain't even gonna tell him.
Hey.
Yo, Juice kept
Wait a minute.
nigga like.
I didn't even know what the angles was. I was high and drunk. All right, god damn. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we definitely did. We definitely did. We definitely
But we
did.
got
bro.
it.
Yeah, bro, y'all was applying pressure, and I really was like faded, and I could, you know, what I'm saying, I was,
And then you
I was
woke up on the
asking for a
dance
lot.
floor. Like you woke up after that. You woke up after that though.
Yeah, I was, yo, cause standing still, boy. That's when you know the liquor catch up to you.
And that boy Jordan hit that move, you know, like the Russian dancers when they like drop down to the knees and stand up again. Now that nigga hit that shit a couple of times. I'm like, whoa, this
funny.
is lit.
All that shit was all core strength. My Achilles swelled up so damn thick, bro. But what's
Hey,
left?
man. I'm gonna have to get y'all some Christmas gifts. From Natural Bitters,
Yeah.
oh man.
natural tonic.
For real. That was a good time, man. Straight up.
Nah, that was a really good time. That was legendary,
Hey
man.
Jay, this one turn on. So this download just a regular like New York Times anything, and turn on the notifications. So what it does is whenever there's current events, Jay,
Niggas
You'll
need to have a
get-
current event book club, like
yeah.
like the fucking class. But we had the current events in English class. and shit.
Yo,
Hey,
Jay,
talking
you
about
look-
newspaper.
you'll get a notification, Jay, and you can
Nigga said,
filter
did
it.
he?
He said,
Nigga said,
turn
did he
your
turn his name
RSS.
back?
Yo, you lucky.
Filter
You lucky I ain't close because I will pop you in your knee right now.
Damn,
Nigga
Jay.
said, did he turn his name to love?
Yo.
Listen, the way
Hey,
he
yo.
said that shit, like that shit just happened. Like,
Yo,
Yo.
y'all didn't see him. He looked up from his phone, and I was like, he may come with some shit. And he was like, did y'all know?
you ain't believe that. You thought some
This-
black he Ray come. You ain't believe that, JB. JB, don't lie to us. Don't lie to us.
Yo,
You and JB
yo,
go
wait till you watch it. I'm telling you, wait till you watch the tape. You see how he looked up from his phone.
He's like,
The nigga,
like,
he had some shit. I'm
breaking
like, okay,
news.
Jay, what's up? Yo said, yo, did y'all keep in mind? It was in the middle of the conversation. Said, did y'all know Diddy changed his name to Love? And a whole like Rel said, it might have been longer than 2 years, like 5 years later.
go on, love Combs.
Yo just got the notification.
You gotta chill.
Funny.
Y'all got anything else you want to talk about?
Yo got a Black
Lamar,
Planet.
shout out to Lamar
Black
Jackson
Planet
out
app.
pulling for not pulling the Paul Pierce last night.
No, he pulled the
Oh,
ball.
Lamar. Oh yeah, he definitely took a shit.
They gotta take a smack.
Yeah, bro.
That game was that shit. I almost had
Yeah,
a
the
heart
bubble
attack.
guts.
That was boy. It was a heart attack game right there.
Whew.
2017.
We've been hard on. He changed 3 years, Jay. Damn, he was right there. We had 3.
3 years, Jay.
I know we've been
Damn, he was
hard. He was hard on
Yo, he is the
Greg
worst.
Roman. That was a hell of a play call Greg Roman played on that one touchdown, bro. Lamar made the play, but that was a good call.
Yo, I know Hollywood dropped them 2 passes in the second quarter.
Dude.
Nigga call your Bollywood.
He dropped 4 passes.
No, I just
That's
seen them
funny.
too.
Bollywood
Niggas call you.
I ain't saying that.
I seen them too. I'm like,
Yeah, cool. They call
I
you
see Lamar
Bollywood.
Jackson with a Paul Pierce jersey on and she slumped over in the Celtics jersey. I mean,
Yeah, I
I see
seen that.
Lamar Jackson, the main with Lamar Jackson slumped over. He got his face on the Paul Pierce IV jersey.
yo, the
Then they call Hollywood Pennsylvania Avenue and shit. They was tearing you up.
Funny shit.
Yo, Steph Curry with braids is not. They don't see.
All I'm gonna say is the babyface assassin is back. You will see. He might not win MVP, but he gonna tear motherfucking head off this year. Watch. Mark my words.
Yo,
That motherfucker big as shit, yo.
He put on some weight.
Yeah.
Oh,
did he?
Hell yeah.
Steph
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like muscle?
Yes.
Yo,
Yeah.
I don't believe in the Nets, yo. I don't believe it.
In the Nets? What?
Yeah, I
What are you
know.
talking
I
about?
don't
Why not?
believe it either. They went to the
Just
finals?
don't. Kyrie, I meant
Yeah, they going to the finals.
no.
If
Kyrie
they-
can't stay
if
healthy.
Kyrie-
I don't
stay
think they're
healthy.
going to stay
If Kyrie-
healthy, bro.
If Kyrie stay healthy, the key is LeVert. If LeVert stay,
to stay healthy at
Ain't none of them listen.
his whole career,
Ain't none of them other
You're
guys
right,
play
fool.
no important games. Ain't none of them other guys play no important games.
LeVert a
Kyrie,
dog.
Right.
Kyrie, listen, who makes them other guys better though? Like the one thing you got to give Bron
Look.
is Bron made Caldwell Pope, dog. I swear. I was confused about the money Caldwell Pope was getting when he came to LA.
He got plenty of people call. He got fucking Andrews and Rajal paid going back. He got
Nigga, he got
Tristan
Damon
Thomas,
Jones.
big
He
money.
got Boobie Gibson.
got,
He got Boobie Gibson paid.
Yo, no, but I'm talking about physically on the court. Caldwell Pope, when you watch Caldwell Pope in the bubble through down that stretch, Caldwell Pope was hitting shots that I never seen him hit as a Laker for 3 years.
Right. So he do everybody like that. He's done it his whole career.
Right. So who
They're
makes them
not
guys
on
on the
his
Nets
level.
better?
They're
Who
not
makes
on
them
his
guys?
level.
KD don't make you better. KD's a bucket, guaranteed bucket.
I'm agreeing with you. I mean, KD.
But I'm saying he's
better more than
I think they're gonna go to the finals solely because
in the East.
in the East. Just
Can
because
I
of KD the best player in the East right now.
Whoa. Can I say something? I think Giannis made the smartest move you can make when you're the
Fuck
star.
no.
Listen,
No,
I'm gonna
hell
tell you
no.
why. Hold on. Can I speak? Can I tell
go
you why?
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
What happens a lot of times, like when LeBron was in Cleveland that first time, when you sign these deals where though don't nobody know if you're going to stay. Me as a star, I'm not in a rush to go sign with this team, not knowing what your situation is. I think he makes it more likely that somebody wants to come play.
You ever
now,
been to
knowing-
Milwaukee?
Nobody's
You ever
going
been-
Have you been
You
to
ever been to
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee?
No, I could dig that.
Nobody's
No, no,
going
no.
to
No,
no.
Milwauky. It's
No, no,
worse
no,
than
no.
Cleveland.
No.
Worse than Cleveland.
No.
Like literally nobody wanted to go to Cleveland. Like
It's
the
fucking
city.
Cleveland.
And that's a problem. That's a problem.
and
Especially in the world where the world's so small today. A nigga could like you gonna pick warm weather, same money, and a equal superstar. You definitely not gonna go and chase nothing in Milwaukee.
He's not gonna get nothing there.
He is not gonna get a premium free agent in Milwaukee. I doubt it. 5 years.
Just think about when LeBron went back to Cleveland. No, they didn't sign any. They didn't sign any free agents.
Yeah, they
Like,
traded.
He was
Let's say
free
they
agent.
traded.
they brought
They
half of the
traded
heat
for
with
Kevin.
him.
They
brought
traded
half
for
the heat
Kevin
with him.
Love. They
Them
traded for Kevin Love.
motherfuckers planning that. They motherfuckers planning they vacations 10 years from now based on that deal Giannis signed.
Yeah,
The owners.
they ain't going.
They ain't got to do
The
nothing.
dumbest shit he ever did. It's almost just as bad as Dame Lillard signed a fucking extension.
He had the leverage. He
You
had
ever
the
been to
leverage
Portland?
to.
Like,
No.
He had the leverage to fucking go. He had the leverage to go to Golden State. He had the
Milwaukee's
leverage to
the
go to Golden
worst.
State next year. He should've
Milwaukee
just went.
is the worst.
I mean, why would you go to? Okay,
he's gonna regret that decision. He's gonna regret
Golden
it.
State.
Yes.
aren't you doing the same thing? You're putting yourself in that same KD box, or no? You don't think
What
so? It's
KD
different?
Who
box?
gives a
Don't
fuck?
matter.
When KD
What
went,
What
Do you want to
KD
win?
box?
Do you want to win? Do you want
because
to win?
end of the
Only
day,
losers cared about KD going to fucking goddamn Golden State.
no, listen.
Nobody gives a fuck. I was happy. I watched every game like the rest of you motherfuckers on this podcast.
And why
That
did
shit
KD
was
leave? Okay,
legit.
so if it was so great, why did he leave?
What?
Why did he leave?
Why would
Because he won it. He won already, and peace of mind is
You
worth
got
something.
two rings.
pressure?
You got
Like
two rings.
crybaby pressure. Like
All right, so you don't think? Let me ask you this: do you don't think for 1 second the fact that going into him going to go to state, him winning the finals 2 years in a row against LeBron, winning the finals MVP, he felt like he should have been looked at as better than LeBron? And did that happen? I don't think that happened. I don't think people
That's
looked
his
at him as better
stupid
than
ass
LeBron.
fault.
Right,
That's
I'm talking about his
stupid ass
mental
fault.
state. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
all right, let's talk about this. In Oklahoma City, he wasn't better than LeBron. In Golden State, he wasn't better than LeBron. In
Nope.
Brooklyn, he wasn't better than LeBron. What do those three things tell you about this? I don't give a
LeBron
fuck
is
who
the
KD
GOAT.
is on the planet. He's not better than LeBron. I don't care what team he's a part
He
of.
wanted the in his. I'm talking about in his mind, bro.
I'm cool with you saying in his mind. It doesn't matter. In my mind, I'm fucking better than Emerald and goddamn Bobby Flay. But so fucking what if I get on a goddamn MasterChef and can't fucking produce? So what?
Right.
It's just a fact.
But he did. I mean, he did
So
beat
what?
Bron. He did beat Bron.
No, he didn't beat Bron.
He won Finals MVP. I mean,
Clay
My
beat
point
Bron.
is he's not better than LeBron. He's still aligned with a superstar. Like what else could he do? Like I don't understand. What did he prove by going to Brooklyn with Kyrie Irving that he think he's now going to think is different, right?
I don't even think I don't think they get out the East. I don't think they get out the East. So I don't even think they prove something there. I feel like that's going to be terrible.
I just don't think he's better than LeBron, and that's okay to say. Like, even before I was fucking with LeBron, I wouldn't say KD was better than LeBron. It don't matter where you at, yo. Like, you go to Kobe Bryant told Giannis before he died, what are you willing to sacrifice to win a championship? The answer to that question that Kobe asked Giannis was nothing. You're fucking in Milwaukee. We've been talking about, I've been dogging small market teams forever. Nobody wants to fucking be there, dog. These places are not desirable places. You can sit there and say it's your home. Blah, 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 blah. I love this place. You're supposed to say it. Then you're gonna look fucking stupid. Who coming to
the NBA be much better.
Tim Duncan won 4 rings. So
Milwaukee, the place where
Tim Duncan's won 4 rings.
Yeah, but nobody ever wanted to watch the Spurs. Nobody.
What big free agent went to San Antonio?
They didn't.
None. They just were smarter than everybody.
I mean, it can be done.
They drafted well.
And let me tell you what's better than Milwaukee, San Antonio.
Oh no, Aldridge went to San Antonio, but they ain't won nothing with him.
No, San Antonio was. Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe it changed.
You've never been to Milwaukee.
Yeah, we're gonna end it on that note, yo.
Nah, yo. Go ahead.
This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 122.
Oh, hold before we end it, real quick. Shout out to Tony B. It's her birthday today, yo.
Definitely.
Group Chat Live podcast.
Shout out Tony B. Yeah, happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday.
And shout out to my young boy Keenan who made me this shirt. Fuck COVID. My man Keenan Beasley.
Yeah.
Shout out to Keenan.
This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 122. We out here.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Love y'all, man.
Peace. Love y'all too.
Fellas.